Like ships in the night, you keep passing me by. We're just wasting time, trying to prove who's right. And if it all goes crashing into the sea, if it's just you and me, trying to find a light. Like ships in the night, letting cannonballs fly. Say what you mean and it turns to a fight. Fists fly from my mouth as it turns south. You're down the driveway, I'm on the couch, chasing your dreams since the violent 5th grade. Trying to believe in your silent own way, cause we'll be okay, I'm not going away. Like you watched it 14 as it went down the drain. And Pop stayed the same and your mom swigged away. How many of our parents seem to make it anyway? We're just fumbling through the gray, trying to find a heart that's not walking away. Turn the lights down low, walk these halls alone. We can feel so far from so close. Like ships in the night, you keep passing me by. We're just wasting time, trying to prove who's right. And if it all goes crashing into the sea, if it's just you and me, trying to find a light. Like ships in the night, you're passing me by, you're passing me by. Like ships in the night. I'm at the airport waiting on a second plane. Had to pack and you cramps and I was late. Headed to a red carpet, they won't know my name. Riding in silence, all that we wanna say. About to board when you call on the phone. You say I'm sorry, I'll be waiting at home. Feels like we're learning this out on our own, trying to find a way down a road we don't know. Turn the lights down low, walk these halls alone. We can feel so far from so close. Like ships in the night, you keep passing me by. We're just wasting time, trying to prove who's right. And if it all goes crashing into the sea, if it's just you and me, trying to find a light. Like ships in the night, you're passing me by, you're passing me by. Like ships in the night. In the night, you keep passing me by. We're just wasting time, trying to prove who's right. And if it all goes crashing into the sea, if it's just you and me, trying to find a light. Like ships in the night, you're passing me by, passing me by. Like ships in the night.
The principle of the gospel is this. The gospel always brings life to the receiver and death to the giver. If the gospel brought death to Jesus Christ, why would we think that in preaching the gospel it would be any less for us? So no. He says, if anybody would be my disciple, he must take up his cross and follow me. If it killed him to give life to us, and he invites us then to do the same, why would we expect that it would be any less? So the mixture of our message is life and death, and laughter and tears, and such it is. But for us, life is never ordinary. Life is never flat. And this is what Jesus said about his Father in John 17. The reason my Father loves me is that I lay down my life, only to take it up again. No one takes it from me. Jesus was not sentenced to die by his Father. He was allowed to choose. I have authority to lay it down, and I have authority to take it up again. And he said, this is why my Father loves me. God the Father had this extraordinary plan of winning you and me for eternity by having his Son killed. But his Son voluntarily responded. No, it's not so easy for him to respond. In fact, he spent his whole life practicing. And even the night before, it was still difficult for Jesus. And he said, God, is there another way? Is there another way? And I know many, many people in the church say, is there another way? And in our Hong Kong churches, it does look as if there's another way. Normal Christians live a normal Christian life, go to meetings, jump up and down on stages, while we are exhausted and die. And they say, oh, you've got a special ministry, Jackie. And I say, well, no, I think we're all called to give up our lives. Would you like to do this with us? We'd really like some help. The poor people all over the earth who have never heard of Jesus, they are the poorest people. They are desperate for food. They are desperate for blankets. They're desperate for medicine. They're desperate for water. The most number of people worldwide who've never heard about the love of our Lord Jesus Christ are desperately poor. And they are not going to come here to hear the gospel. We have to go there. So, why haven't people gone? Something to do with guarding a life and living a normal life so other people can go. But I say, no, why don't you all go if you've tasted such good things? Go to the ends of the earth, because those poor aren't going to watch Jesus on TV. They haven't got electricity. They're not going to hear about him unless we go. So would you? I'm here with a plea for you. If you've known the love of God, if you've tasted of his sweetness at all, there's no other way to serve him except giving up your life. And this is voluntary. This is not a sentence of death at all. We're not sentenced to death. We're just privileged to answer his call.
just wanna make it to heaven. I just wanna make it in. Oh, I just wanna cross that river. My Lord, I wanna be free from sin. Oh, I just want my name written, oh Lord, written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Yeah, yeah. And when this life is over, just wanna have eternal life, Lord. Oh, I wanna hear you say, I wanna hear you say, oh, anybody wanna hear him say, oh, you can come on in. Wanna hear you say, I wanna hear you say, oh, you can come on in. Anybody wanna see your loved ones? Yeah, that you lost along the way. Oh my, I just wanna walk those streets of gold. They say the half have never been told. Oh, hey, I don't want my singing, Lord. Oh, I don't want it to be in vain. Oh, I just wanna cross that river, and Lord, yeah, that's why I'm living day to day, just to hear you say, 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 oh, I wanna hear you say, ooh, I wanna hear you say, I wanna hear you say, anybody wanna see again? Anybody wanna see him again? Anybody wanna see him again? You can come on in. I wanna make it to heaven. You can come on in. I'm living to live again. I'm living to live again. You can come on in.
but Kelsey reminded me about my favorite, one of my favorite top 5 or 10 favorite mission memories, and it's gotta be my birthday, you know, because I mean it's my favorite only because I in the past hated my birthdays. I just don't like my birthdays. I'm not a birthday person. Something always gone wrong, and I'm a pessimist by nature, so it's like, oh, it's gonna be this terrible day. You know, people gonna come over, and I'm a horrible host, so I just like, it's just too much pressure, and the gifts, and I don't like any of it, you know, and the stuff. Like, I like, you know, like, joking around, having a, you know, a 1-2 punch, like, and then fading, you know, into the shadows, and then coming back out, enhancing a couple of jokes, but, you know, when it's just like, hey, the charge you get, you know, like, you know, when it's your whole day and then they focus on you, it's uncomfortable, like awkward, you know, so birthdays are just, I'm just notorious for ruining my own birthdays, but I'm serious, man, but Ohio was the most off the chain birthday I've ever had, and I don't want to say ever will, because that was, you know, because I want them to get better. But that was the best birthday in my whole entire life. And I remember Kelsey, you know, I was telling Kelsey, like, you know, I mean, it's gonna be a birthday, you know, but I like to predict stuff, you know, so that I don't get my hopes up. I predict things, and, you know, so then when my hopes aren't, you know, met, I'm like, well, I was right, you know. I'm satisfied, I was right, I knew it. And if I'm wrong, when too, like, yes, I was wrong, and I'm happy. But if I'm right, then, you know, I'm right. And then, you know, so. But Kelsey, I told Kelsey, I'm not gonna have a good birthday. Believe me, it's gonna be okay. Like, there's gonna be a testimony section, and you know, I just whatever. And so, cause I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray and all that stuff. A plump please moment, right? You know, but you know, Kelsey was praying for me, and I don't know who else. But it, like, just to start off the morning was off the chain. I can't, you know, go into details, but it just blew my face off. And then, you know, the plum squeeze section, you know, it was just so sincere, you know, and I don't know, like, I'm not one for, you know, I don't like those concentrated moments, but, you know, to actually feel appreciated, you know, it's like, man, like, yeah, cool, you know, like, you know, it's not gone unseen, you know, not to be doing it for to be seen, but it's like, it feels nice to be appreciated. You know, girls, you know, want to be loved, and guys want to be appreciated, you know, that's it. And I'm like, dang, you know, it felt nice. And then the rest of the day was just like miraculous, and you know, it just was nice spending with my family. So, you know, it's nothing like a mission birthday, like Big D would say. So, yeah.
Hey, family, friends, 7. I'm making this video because I want you guys to know how much I love you, and I want you guys to never forget what happened. So, yeah, this is just something that you guys can hold on to after you graduate or after we part ways, so that you can remember the times that we've shared. And you know, I really don't care about having a happy birthday today, because it's as long as I'm with you guys, I'm straight, you know. And as I said before, on my past mission birthday, it was awesome, but the thing that made it so awesome is because I was with you guys. And if I'm with you guys today, then mission accomplished. And the only reason why it's a happy birthday is because everything that happened in between, all the stuff, bad or good, you know, looking back on it, I wouldn't change it for the world. So I love you guys, and yeah, just never forget the 7. Alright guys, happy birthday.